Hello, friend. Welcome, Carm Capriato, and a special recording from Vision KC 2020. You know, that's sponsored by Milwaukee, the Midwest Auto Care Alliance. And Vision KC was just pre-COVID. Do you remember? I recorded many episodes at Vision, and in this episode, I assembled 2 social media specialists to help you with your marketing.
When I'm speaking for you, it's in your voice.
Yeah.
It's your culture, because the worst thing that can happen, they are not what people are experiencing online. So then to walk into your shop and they're like, wait a minute, am I at the right place?
Right. Welcome, aftermarketers, to Remarkable Results Radio. Listen to learn just one thing from today's episode on your journey to remarkable results. Hey, good day. Carm Capriato, the Aftermarket Podcast Guy, pursuing excellence and quality content through the essential voices of the aftermarket. Love doing this for you. Now, this episode is a treat as we talk social marketing with Kim Walker and Carrie-Lynn Rodenberg. Hey, you know, life as we know it has clearly changed, but the key to staying ahead is joining your community at Apex 2020 to reconnect. You know, we're all in it together, and together we'll move ahead. The dates for Apex, please write this down, November 3rd through the 5th at the Sands Expo and Caesars Forum Conference Center in Las Vegas. It's a perfect time to reconnect. Hey, register now at aapexshow.com. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. You know, we produce another great important resource, the Town Hall Academy. You don't want to miss one of these single subject forums that air live every Friday on Facebook and is repurposed as a podcast every Thursday. A fantastic resource for everything aftermarket. Here's hoping that the impact of COVID-19 on you and your business isn't as bad as other businesses. Now, coaching companies and suppliers are going above and beyond to get you information to help you make important decisions on what the new normal will look like and how you can adapt. And I give them all high fives. Hey, we're also doing our part and doing extra and special podcasts, including academies and Carmcasts to help you. Check out the homepage on our website, remarkableresults.biz. Now there, you'll find a comprehensive list of great audio and video content related to surviving the pandemic. In this episode, I'm with Kim Walker from Shop Marketing Pros and Carrie-Lynn Rodenberg from Turnkey Marketing. We're all over social media, and the power managing it can bring to your business. Find the talking points with Kim and Carrie-Lynn that would make a great meeting agenda at remarkableresults.biz/E530. Enjoy the talk about Facebook, Instagram, and how a good social media program should work. Hey, it's Carm, Vision 2020 Studio. We are rocking, by the way. I just want to let you know that you're probably going to end up hearing about 18 episodes that we're going to walk away with, and it's going to be our biggest year ever. I've got a super opportunity now to do some social media talk with you, and I've invited Carrie-Lynn Rodenberg from Turnkey Marketing here. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Carm.
Damn, you've been on the show a bunch of times, and so is Kim Walker from Shop Marketing Pros. Hi, Kim.
Hey, Carm.
These are 2 of my favoriteest ladies. In fact, we're supposed to have another one join us, and if she does, then she's my 3rd favoriteest. We're going to talk about social media. We're going to talk about marketing. And just before we turned on the mic, you guys reminded me that Facebook seems to want to change stuff often. And so how the hell do you keep up with it? I mean, oh my God, this is great. I'm rocking. I'm doing the posts. And all of a sudden now my business page can join community group. Can you guys just walk us down the aisle on at least the community side of where Facebook is going and what you would suggest to a shop owner that they need to get involved with?
I will say, just funny little thing, side note, is we joke in our business that we go to bed the smartest in our industry and we wake up the dumbest, because that's how quick things are changing.
So
and,
true.
You know, so like you said before we were talking, Carrie-Lynn even mentioned that you're seeing ads on TV now from Facebook talking about groups and communities. And so they've rolled out now that a business can be involved in a local, or not local, but a group on Facebook and actually post inside of a group and comment and be engaged.
An example. Give us an example.
So we're in Louisiana. There's a moms group in our community, and my business can be involved in that community, in that group on Facebook. So if someone is asking in that group, hey, I'm looking for this, and I know someone as the business, I can comment on that person's post in the group.
As a business, but you probably have to be granted access, right, Carrie-Lynn?
Yes, yeah. Some groups don't allow. Some groups will have questions, and they'll actually ask you, are you a business, and do you agree to not post anything related to your business?
Now there's a kicker. Why join if they won't let me talk about me?
But a lot of groups also have a specific day of the week where they allow you to promote your company. So that could be really powerful.
It sounds very commercial, though.
This is where you have to be transparent and authentic, be yourself. So, you just asked, well, if I can't promote my business, why would I be in there? Because you can be a resource. If you can become known as that one who's connecting people and you have good information to share, that's going to cause someone to say, let me learn more about this company.
And there's something else you can do too. So a lot of my clients, Turnkey Marketing kind of acts like their director of marketing, and we'll actually go in as a person. So Carrie-Lynn Rodenberg will join. Here's an example of Positive Happenings in Warwick, Rhode Island. That's a group that one of my clients, his shop is in Warwick, Rhode Island. And I've gone in and joined and introduced myself and just said, hey, I'm the director of marketing over at J&S Auto Repair. And this week we have a car care clinic going on, or we have this going on in our shop. And people have really liked seeing the human element. And I think that's what Facebook groups are all about. Even if you're coming in as a company, instead of it being completely commercial, have that personality and be a community player. When someone posts something really encouraging, like it, comment, respond, talk to people.
And when someone's asking a question in there's a way for you to be promotional without being promotional, right? Like we're talking about just being yourself.
I want to stand corrected on what I said before about, well, if I can't promote my business, I'm giving you the response that a shop owner would say.
Sure.
But deep inside, I know that I'm an adoptive parent, by the way. And if there was an adoption support group in my town and I owned a shop, we've got something in common.
Absolutely.
I'd like to be there. And I wouldn't go into that group to promote my business.
Right.
I would go in it to further the value and the reasons that adoption is so important.
Yep.
So I get that. And to me, that's a big thing, because how many shop owners have all these other extracurricular things that they do? They four-wheel, they fish, they hike, and there's got to be all kinds of groups like that.
That personality, when you show that personality, even outside of that group, and you just show it on your Facebook page or your Instagram page, that gets a lot of traction, because people go on social media to engage with others. They go on social media to be entertained, sometimes to learn. So when you pepper in those, here's me with my family four-wheeling this weekend, and you live in an area where a lot of people love four-wheeling, it connects with people, and they see the human element of a repair shop, which historically a lot of people feel like, there's this big disconnect from them and from a mechanic, quote unquote.
Absolutely. And so we're talking about commenting and engaging as yourself. There is a way to do that as your business page as well. So XYZ Automotive can join that group, that mom's group, that whatever group it is. And even though you're not promoting yourself, somebody's asking a question at Christmas time, where do we go to see Christmas lights? Well, XYZ Automotive says, you know what? We were just driving down Smith Avenue and we saw, you're not promoting yourself. But even if you're doing it individually as your personal profile, we're all nosy. That's just human nature. So when you post something, someone's going to say, who is that? And they hover over your name and they see, oh, you're owner of XYZ Automotive.
Got it. It's brand building, I believe, in its purest essence. right down there at the street level.
Yeah, absolutely. Brand awareness. Make people curious about who you are. Absolutely.
Build that goodwill.
When you take on a new client, do they come on board your companies because they're overwhelmed by everything? Overwhelmed is one thing, but they want to keep social media at hand's length because they just don't know enough about it, or they want to say, I get it, but I don't have the time. Give me an idea of the top reasons you get new clients?
Yes.
Yes, and yes. I
It's
nailed
all the
it.
things. You really did. I mean, I'm sure we're going to say the same thing, but a lot of them, you hit the word on the head, right? From like story brand. I know you've looked into you do story brand as well. And what's the problem? We literally heard in our office, someone sat down, they said, I'm just overwhelmed. I can't do it all and I need it done for me. So, I mean, and that's our slogan at Shop Marketing Pros is your marketing done. So it was perfect. Yeah. And we sat there and we're like, but being overwhelmed and not having the time is a very big thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And not knowing. So a lot of people reach out to me in Turnkey Marketing and they say, I'm overwhelmed. I don't have the time. I'm wearing all these hats as a shop owner. I started out turning wrenches and now I have all these different roles in my company and each one of them could be its own full-time position. So I need someone who will just come in and do it all for me and take it off my shoulders. And they also say, I don't know what I don't know. So there are a lot of things. Updated. Yeah, there are a lot of things that just are always changing, or even if it's something that is remaining the same, they just don't have the time or knowledge to do that. Just like I, as a marketer, don't have the time or knowledge to even change my oil because it's just not my lane. It's not the thing I do, and I want to focus on my strengths.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you want to change? I don't want to change my oil myself.
Right.
So some people just have the awareness of, I'd rather spend my time doing something different.
Right.
And they trust that we're staying updated with what new thing Facebook has going on. You know, I messaged one of my clients about community groups. That one is, not auto repair, but it's a car wash. He has multiple locations. He's in Fairhope, Alabama, and there was a great community group. And Facebook wants businesses to be involved in it, so they actually made it like a suggested group for our page. So it notified us about this new group in the community. And so I messaged him and said, hey, you know, I really think that we should be involved in this. And he was like, you know what? That's why I'm paying you to do the thing. So
exactly,
you know, there's that trust factor in knowing that we're going to keep them updated.
So you got to be in it. If you're a business and you're in our industry and you serve the client base, you're a service professional, you have to be in it. Can't be half pregnant
Definitely
when
not.
it comes to social media. Am I right?
Well, I don't think you can be half pregnant. Period.
Ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
Can I take that back? No. I think you know what I meant, right?
We got it. We're following.
Absolutely.
Sorry. Life as we know it has changed. Now, through it all, your work remains essential to moving the world forward, and your community has never been stronger. And that's one of the many reasons people turn to Apex. And this year, there's even more for shop owners and technicians, including Repair Shop HQ, a shop demo area featuring 6 bays that simulate a real shop environment, a dedicated tire section, and 2 new training theaters. Apex is there for you. They're shedding light on new innovations, sharing insights on efficiency and effectiveness, delivering hands-on training, advocating for access to vehicle data, and being your voice for the industry. The key to staying ahead is joining your community at Apex 2020 to reconnect. Now, we're all in it together, and together, we'll move ahead. The dates, November 3rd through the 5th at the Sands Expo and Caesars Forum Conference Center in Las Vegas. Register right now at aapexshow.com. I hope to see you there. You know, we've heard over and over on the show, when the coaches come on, the CEO has to make the phone ring. Their job is to be the chief marketing officer, and a lot of them don't know how. And so they hire companies like yours. When they come to you, are they hands off, or are they so deep in and confused that, you know, you get them to walk straight again?
It kind of depends. Like a lot of my clients, we kind of have 2 different tracks. So one is where we just come in and we take it all off their plate and we're like, we're your marketing department. Okay. We're working with any, you know, other marketing companies that handle other things like, you know, direct mail house or something. We're managing all of that.
Okay.
And then there are others who want to be more involved. A lot of people don't want to. A lot of people say, I just want someone to do this for me and manage it all for me so I don't have to stay up at night. I want you to do that. But then there are people who say, you know what? I like marketing, or this is an area that I can save some money and I want to do it myself.
So you'll take a blended client to work with you like that.
Yep.
And see, that's what I love about all of us marketers in this industry is that we're all helping shop owners and we're doing the same thing, but in different ways, because for us, we want and need you to be engaged. And so in our discovery meeting and our kickoff meeting, we're making sure in order for us, the way that we're doing it, we really need you to be a partner with us, not meaning that I'm going to take a lot of your time, but there needs to be a very clear understanding and expectation up front in the beginning. This is what I'm Shop Marketing Pros expecting from you, shop owner, and vice versa. So for this to really work, this is what I'm going to need from you. Are you willing to do this, that, or whatever it might be? I don't really want to use stock photos.
Yeah.
I really want a photo from your business. So, one of our clients, I just used them as an example in our class that we taught this morning, Cam's Automotive down in Kenner, Louisiana, right near New Orleans. I literally just asked him, I said, Stephen, what's the most common questions you're getting from your customers? One of them was, what do you do at Cam's? Because they're collision and mechanical. And people, he felt like his customers didn't know everything that he did.
Confused.
And so I said, can you just answer that question in a video for me? And he did it, and it was all great. And he sent me back that video that I was able to create into this great campaign with lots of different things. But what did I need? His video was 1.5 minutes. I needed a 1.5 minute video from him. And I was able to create a month's worth of content from a 1.5 minute video. So we're all helping shop owners. We all have our own salt and pepper and the way that we're doing it. But when I say all in, make a decision and do the thing. Don't do it halfway. If you're going to do it and do it well. So,
yeah. And that's why, so when we get what we call our director of marketing clients, we actually fly out to their shop, whether it's in Canada and New York and wherever. We fly out to their shop and we actually spend the whole day onboarding them and actually taking the pictures and getting to know their staff and getting to know more about their history and their story and taking pictures of their storefront. And, so we're really for the person who is like, I don't want to do a ton of stuff. We just want to off-road this.
Make me look good.
Yeah. Yeah.
A comment about what you said about they don't know what we do. Today, an episode went out, and I'm not sure when this is going to release. It could be 2 months. Who knows? Episode 516 with Scott Brown and Carrie-Lynn Rodenberg. And the title of it is, Our Customers Don't Know How We Make Our Sausage, and It's Time They Learned.
I love that.
And by the way, when you listen to this episode, you're going to say, that whole sausage line is kind of in there, but we're not doing good enough job communicating and showing and teaching and training our customers what it is that we do to justify, if you will, our existence and our value and what we end up charging. And both Carrie-Lynn and Scott were just fabulous in this episode. It was another live recording that I did with them. And I really encourage you to listen to that episode, but it so relates. If we do a good enough job at our counter to explain how we took the sick child and made them well and safe and reliable for you, your vehicle, social media has got to be echoing that.
Oh, absolutely.
It's got to be echoing it. So if part of the strategy inside the business is we're going to change how we communicate and train our customers into what we do. You guys got to be on board with that strategy change. You got to know what's going on because you want to mirror that.
Right.
You're hiring someone to do your social. I spend a lot of time in the kickoff meeting, you fly out there and see them. We're doing Zoom calls. We're doing all this stuff to get to know them so that when I'm speaking for you, it's in your
their voice. Yeah.
It's your culture, because the worst thing that can happen is your social media and your appearance, your demeanor, your service advisors, that they are not what people are experiencing online. So then to walk into your shop and they're like, wait a minute, this isn't, am I at the right place?
Yeah. So, and so much of this is true outside of social media. It's just true of marketing in general, right? So there was a shop one time who asked me to review their postcard, and they had this beautiful rendering of their shop, with an overlay of these cool signs and it looked beautiful, but that's not what their shop looked like. Yes. But that is such a picture of what happens all the time in marketing. They put their best foot. It's so easy to put your best foot forward or to say, I do X, Y, and Z and not be in alignment with what they actually do or who they actually are. And so it's really important to have what's called kind of like a marketing scent, right? So like all of your marketing kind of smells the same.
I like that.
Whether it's online, whether it's your website, whether it's postcards, whether it's whatever the thing that's called when you call up and you're waiting and there's like a little
on hold message.
Yes. Thank you.
That's got to match.
Yep.
Yeah, it all has to be consistent and get people to the next point. I always think of marketing sort of like a pinball machine. So you see one element, maybe they see a Google ad and it points them to their Facebook page, and then they are scrolling through the Facebook page and it brings them to their website, and then the website brings them back to Google and they read through the reviews and they like what they see, and then they call from your Google My Business, and it all has to play together. And if it's inconsistent, then people get confused. And when you get confused, when you confuse, you lose.
Look and feel the same everywhere they go. The marketing scent. I love that. The marketing scent. So here I am. I'm your customer, and you know that I'm into my business, into my community. So you whisper in my ear and you say, listen, look for every opportunity to take a picture, to write us a story about stuff that's going on inside, because, we're not going to be there. We're doing our thing. We're running the business. We're supporting you. So if you got a really cool classic car that came in, or, the mom who came in with her son who just won an award today, and you want to take a picture of them in the showroom, are you whispering in the ear of your clients to be looking for that?
Oh, yeah. 100%. So in on a variety of levels. So from the more surface, let me sit back and look at the National Day calendar and look at Sunday. I think it's Sunday, November 8th. November. What month are we in?
Is it National Donut Day Sunday or something?
No. March 8th is International Women in Business Day.
Oh, cool.
Right? So if there's a woman in the shop, let's get her on social. So I'm looking out ahead and saying, hey, here's 3 or 4 days in the month of March that I think would be relevant to your shop. So, we're working on that. But then also the things exactly like what you were talking about today in the class that I taught, we talked about dogs that are in the shop.
Oh my God, animals.
People love their animals. And so if I see you cuddled up with your pet and it's on, and some people will say, oh, we're not going to post that because that's not relevant to automotive repair. No, but it's about the culture of your company. If you've got a poodle that's hanging out and people are coming in, I want to see that poodle on your social media. If it's whatever, love your dog day, or your dog's just doing something funny, or they're really super cute and they're sitting there, I want to include that in there. I know when we had our shop, this was at the very beginning of Facebook. Our son was 3 years old, and we talked about this. So your kids, how they, putting them in there as well. But our son was 3 years old. Those little bitty brooms. They're like 3 feet long. And he had a broom, and he was sweeping in the shop, and we took a picture of that, and we were like training them early.
Yeah. All right. Stop.
So it's fun stuff.
No, wait. Rate this for me. All right. Dogs, cats, are they up on top?
Dogs are first for me.
Dogs are big. Dogs are for you?
Yeah. All right. I would say dogs we've actually tested and they convert really well.
Okay. How about, do cats convert?
I'm not a cat person, but everybody talks about the cat memes and the cat pictures.
I'm a cat person.
Memes are good.
They have their own cat. I'm a cat person. Unbelievable personalities.
That's exactly it.
How about kids, grandkids?
For sure.
Kids, grandkids.
They're all trust factors. Things that make people trust you more and show that you're a real person.
Brian just said in our class this morning about the dogs. They were like, people that are dog people are just good people. Right? You just think that's what you think. You connect that. Or people that are really caring about their kids and you just think, how great, they're just good people.
I did an interview today with Jeremy O'Neill and Chris Collins, who's a really big service advisor trainer on the dealership side, and he does some independent stuff. And he's got a video, I believe, out called Pet the Dog.
Okay.
And the whole concept is exactly what you're talking about. You love your dog, you pet your dog. your customer is has to be almost treated like that. And I haven't actually seen the video, and I hope I'm paraphrasing it right, Chris. But yeah, I get that. Okay, dogs, cats, kids, grandkids. What else?
I think celebratory occasions for your team members. You know, one of our clients, the wife just had a baby, so we were like,
big.
"Are you okay with it? Send us a picture of the baby." And then we made it a beautiful little post and celebrated with them, birthdays.
Every other day, Greg Buckley posts his granddaughter. Every other day. I know.
People love it.
But that's the thing. People see that and they're connecting him to compassion and, all these great things.
Ironically, when you think about what's the picture mean to other people, I mean, just Greg's enamored like, I was. The baby's probably 3 or 4 months old now. And, growing up and gooing and guying and, maybe not saying Papa yet, Greg, but, it's so cool. I was out at a Buffalo Sabres game. First time we took our grandson there, the whole entire family got a really cool picture of Donovan's first Sabres game. And, I don't post a lot of personal things. I don't. But I felt right about that one.
Did you get a lot of response on it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
We're at Vision. Hello, shop owner. Did you take a picture at Vision and post it?
Yeah. We're here training for you.
Right.
We're here learning how to fix your car of tomorrow.
And the way that you post that, right, you're promoting your business, but at the same time, you're doing it in a way that lets people know, wait, they're getting training, but they also like being together. If they flew or drove somewhere and they're taking time away from the shop and they've got a good team.
A team picture.
Right.
Yeah.
A team picture.
With that donut wall?
Oh, that donut wall was so cool. Did that happen again this morning?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
I didn't see it.
We should tell everybody what happened, right? You walk into the lobby of the Overland Park Convention Center here. And there had to be 500-600 donuts
easily
on peg hooks, on
hanging.
That's a thing.
Hanging on
That's
a peg
thing now.
hook.
And not just glazed. They were
everything.
Oh my gosh, you're making me hungry, guys.
I saw them yesterday when I came here to set up, and I said to myself, what the hell is that? That whole big wall of peg hooks. What they're going to hang? Maybe they're going to hang hats or shirts or something there. And I walked in and there was donuts.
That's delightful. That is a wonderful surprise.
That's a picture.
Yes.
That's a Facebook
100%.
post. Just waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Or a boomerang. I'm eating it. Oh my! There's so many things you can do. And
wait a minute. I'm eating one and say I only have 600 to go.
Right.
That's the caption, right?
Exactly right. Yes.
Or things that are pattern interrupters. So things that kind of are off almost, or they just shocking, or just you wouldn't expect it if you're scrolling.
You're like, whoa, wait, what happened?
Yeah,
what did I just see?
Do a double take.
Definitely.
Cool. All right. Facebook. We've been all about Facebook. Instagram have any power here?
Instagram has plenty of power.
Yeah.
I'm not, go ahead. So we were just talking about this earlier too, like why Instagram where's your customer? Is your customer on Instagram? Then you should be on Instagram. But remember how we were talking about being all in? If you're going to do Instagram, you have to do Instagram. You can't halfway do it. And so when it comes to Instagram, it's very visual. You're not posting links here. You're posting pictures. You're posting boomerangs, little videos, things like that. So you have to be committed to take the pictures, to post it up there. Stories are important on Instagram. Have you done anything with Instagram TV?
I haven't, not with Instagram TV.
I can totally see shop owners playing around with Instagram TV, which is it's like live video and, that sort of thing. But yeah, I think that if your customers are there, you should consider being there.
And that brings up a bigger picture thing, that you have to know who your customer is and where they're hanging out. So a customer in, Silicon Valley is going to look a little different than a customer in North Carolina, right? They might have a lot of similarities, but they might have differences. And so you have to know who they are, what they care about, and where they're hanging out, and go to those areas. I always say reality is your friend. So embrace reality. Lots of times we want people to be on Facebook, but maybe they're on Instagram or vice versa. Or maybe we hate direct mail. but maybe that's what's working in your area or you love it and it's not working in your area. So you have to step back and look not at yourself as the hero, not at yourself as it's all about you, but it's all about your customer. And so you have to bend your marketing to help that customer.
So in research for a new client, you're going to try to figure that out for them.
Oh, yeah.
Where the customer's hanging.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like for us, there's no one size fits all. Here's the box and here's what we're going to do for you. It is absolutely, who are you? Who are your customers? Who are you looking for? Are you targeting the professional woman? Are you targeting fleets? Are you targeting the soccer mom? Like, who are you going after? And we're going to advise you. One of my clients right now is on Facebook and he's talking about adding Instagram. And I said, let's have a conversation about that. Why? Why do you want to be there? And if you're going to be there, this is how we need to do it.
Wait a minute. You're not disagreeing that he should be there, but you're asking him his why.
Yes.
Because if he's not bought in, he's not going to help.
It's not going to be successful. And then 3 months from now, he's going to say, how come we only have 50 followers on Instagram and this doesn't look like it's working? Now I'm the bad guy, right? Because I didn't advise him or really get a good understanding of that, why he wanted to be there.
What I think I'm hearing is, can a shop owner completely abdicate social media and marketing to you guys?
They have to have some kind of, like you were saying, a buy-in and a presence because we're not there all the time. So we do need to receive, like my clients are always texting me videos or pictures of themselves because they don't want to go on social media and think of the copy and stuff.
If they're not a good client. They're a harder client to manage.
Because what do you do then?
It's a big two-way street to do this right.
Definitely. Yep, absolutely. Let me say this. There customers where they're 100% hands off and I'm developing 100% of their content? Yes. Are they the most effective and seeing the biggest return? No. The ones who really are raving fans, they love what we're doing, are the ones where we're more of a partner and we're having conversations and I'm saying, hey, I'm telling them what I want and need. And the funny thing is, that's really just training. I'm training them. And so now they're on board. And so now they're sending me a picture and they're like, hey, you're going to love this, right? Because they get it. Now they get it. And they realize that I don't need a ton of their time.
Right.
It's training them to recognize the moment. This is going to be good. Kim's going to love this.
Right. Absolutely.
Oh, they're looking to make you happy.
They are.
But to clarify, they don't need to be part of the marketing, like the actual going online and posting and thinking through the strategy and stuff.
They're feeding you.
But they're helping us. So it sounds like, like I know that for us, like we're creating this kind of strategy and this map and we're saying, okay, and to do these things, my team's going to do this. My team's going to do that. Oh, I need a picture here. I need to know what your birthday is. I need to know what your shop's anniversary is, all those things. So, and then once you're able to get that and they have that mindset of, oh, I'm at a BNI meeting. I'm going to take a picture because I'm presenting today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know you were. I mean, maybe I know your BNI day is Tuesday, but did I know that you were the presenter? No.
BNI.
Business Networking International. It's a network.
No. I know it. I was just going to kind of list BNI, Toastmasters, Chamber.
Absolutely. All the things, Professional
Rotary.
Women's Group, Kiwanis.
all of that. Everything.
Yes,
what's going on at school, the fundraisers at school.
Yeah.
I just met one of my clients was just on vacation last week. I was like, did you have a mommy drink? Send me a picture. Let's talk about you got on that cruise and you're taking the, the team's all set. Everybody's good, but it's vacation time. People love seeing that you're a real human.
It was
and
my off the grid picture.
Yes.
I was announcing that I was off the grid. You weren't going to hear from me for at least a week.
Yep.
I know.
But we all know you deserve that vacation. So that was another. See, he says he's not posting personal stuff, but you did.
Yeah, maybe once every couple of months.
But when you do, people are like, well deserved. Have a great time.
And frankly, let me tell you why. It goes back to episode 300 when everybody said, no, you can't interview us. We have to interview you as an anniversary thing. And so I really opened up about me and where I am. And even though we have so many new listeners for the show and people are just learning about us each and every day, I say, well, tell us more about you. Go listen to 300. And then I said, that's just a lame, lazy excuse to tell people to go out and listen to one of my shows. But it was said so well based on the people that were there and the questions that they asked and the answers that I mustered up. And more today, people, we want to know more about you. So please be more in front of your brand. Tell us more about what's going on with you. And people listen. And I speak 10% of the time. Maybe in this one, I'm contributing 20% out of the 100. But, people, just like owners of shops, do you have a life beyond just repairing cars? What's going on in your world?
Yep.
It took me some time to realize that. And so this message to anyone who's listening is please don't be afraid to get out in front of your brand.
Absolutely.
And it's easy. That is an easy win for them. You're actually living life. So document it a bit and then pull up your phone and post it on Facebook or post it on Instagram. You know, a lot of shop owners out there are wondering, maybe they're not at a point to hire Turnkey Marketing or to hire you. Like they're wondering, okay, that sounds great, but what can I do in my life right now that isn't going to take up a huge amount of my time, but can help my brand? So when you're at your kid's soccer game, snap a picture, put it on Facebook, put it on your shop's page and say, I love supporting the community. I love seeing little Sally running with her friends and learning from her coaches.
Or the post says we won.
Right.
Or that. Yeah. Just start documenting things.
Our
that
son
you're actually
is
doing.
17 and he joined the Army National Guard.
Oh, wow.
And people
Congratulations.
don't realize you can do that when he's just a junior in high school. And so it's split option. He's joining. He'll go to basic training this summer. He'll graduate high school next year and then go full time. But when that happens, I mean, and I'm a huge patriot, like we're a military family. And so I'm all emotional and everything. And we shared that, not on our Shop Marketing Pros page, but on our Five Stones, which is our sister company.
Yeah.
We shared that on that page and the community came around that post like crazy. You know, it was just so transparent, authentic. People see that you're just a real human.
Okay. I'll come clean. I was in the Army National Guard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, I was in the last draft ever.
Oh.
And I got drafted and I passed my physical and I had a friend who was in the Guard and it was an option Army as Vietnam was winding down or stay local. And I ended up, staying local and doing the 6 years in the Guard. And so I'm doing basic training as a college educated person versus all the young recruits that were kind of coming in and being drafted. I came away with everybody should go through basic training mentality. And, once you learn that discipline, and it's not like I needed the discipline. It's almost like I wanted it. I wanted to get a feel for that. And I trained to be an infantryman. I didn't even know.
Wow.
I could have been a medic or an engineer, and I was a rifleman.
Wow. That is so cool. Thank you for your service.
Definitely.
Thank you. Yeah. What's interesting about this is I don't have veteran status because we were never called up to active. What's so interesting? That should change maybe someday.
I thought veteran was just anyone who served. You weren't necessarily.
No, I mean, I've actually
changed.
looked into it, where there's a lot of veteran options that you can get from companies. And they say, we need this special form. Well, here's my honorable discharge. And they say, it's not what we're looking for.
Wow.
Obviously, you weren't in active duty. So I served in a different way.
So call your senators.
I know.
But that reminds me, so I have a client who is in a really heavily populated Army area, and they have an Army discount, for anyone in the military.
I know.
So and a lot of shops do. And so
I tried to get my Lowe's veteran discount, and they wouldn't give it to me because of that. Anyway, I'm not here.
Yeah,
I'm not on a soapbox at all. And there's something else people didn't know about me that I'm willing to share. Kind of when I hear that, and if I'm wrong on the Guard being a veteran, someone please, Carm at Remarkable Results Laptop just please let me know.
Yeah.
I'd love to know if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong and the clerk was wrong and I was right. I don't know.
It's that kind of stuff. Like, let people know who you are. Did you go to Loyola? Okay, well, Kansas City Chiefs just won the Super Bowl.
They did.
Hey, so awesome! Congrats.
Thank you.
We're from New Orleans, so if you're not posting in Kansas City about the Chiefs, I don't care if you don't like football. Something's wrong with you, right? If you're not posting about Drew Brees just decided to stay with the Saints for another year, like that's important stuff.
Yeah. And I'm with Buffalo, and we're still trying.
Right.
We're so happy. We're so happy you guys.
Thank
you.
You know, AFC. You know,
she's wearing her red today.
Yeah. I see
Rocking
that.
the cheeks.
Wow. Yeah. Cool. Hey, this was fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love the conversational nature of it. I think we taught a lot of people a lot of things, and I think it's important. We'll have the links to your companies in the show notes page. Again, I'm not sure when this will be released. Carrie-Lynn Rodenberg, Turnkey Marketing, and Kim Walker from Shop Marketing Pros. Thank you.
Thank you, Carm.
Thanks for being on board to listen and learn from the premier automotive aftermarket podcast. Until next time.